when we celebrated our 50th anniversary, we had a photo booth. Now you might think, well, is the photo booth really creating intimacy? But amazingly it does, because people go and they pick up things and they put them on. Sometimes people want just a formal picture. Sometimes people want to wear the hats and the boas and the glasses. And we find that people really want to go and cluster. And there's both the cluster groups, because they've gone with people from their school. So they do a team one, and they do want to do a cross NESA one. And then they end up over at the booth with people they don't even know, and they're laughing in hilarious ways, and they get in with everybody. So that's one of the things that would be an example of people just having tremendous fun together. Sometimes we might give them a prompt when they come in the door that would say, tonight, please find 4 people that you didn't know before in this, wonderful ballroom. And over the course of the next 2 hours, whether it's in the buffet line or, before the remarks or before the dancing, try to connect with 4 different people and use this prompt. And it might be a prompt that's connected to our theme for the evening. So if the theme were the story of learning, you would be mixing with 4 different people that you didn't know and ask them, what's your story of learning? And that could be an example, even in a formal experience of a gala, where you've got many conversations going on that really make a nice connection between the parties in the room. And then the other thing I will say is, we know, again, we talked about age-old wisdom. We know when people begin to sing together, they really have beautiful connections that happen. And so there's been studies on that, and how a call and response is a powerful effort. And we do that sometimes too when we gather. We do call and response, or we'll thinking when there's a song that everybody knows and everybody goes onto the dance floor. Those things can make people feel very connected, even if they never knew the person before. The flip is true, that if you're from a culture where you never heard that song and you're the only one that didn't know it, and you're in the room, you might not feel connected. So it's important to think about those things as well. And we try to, at our events, sometimes choose a song that might be, more popular, a pop song that everybody would know in an international community. And then we try to take the host country and share one song that's very host country known. And we might even say it at the microphone and say, we're going to have a song that you might all know because you're from many different countries and it plays on the radio. We're going to play another song that's from our host country that's one of the most popular songs here. So that's also a way to model connection, engagement, reverence for the host, these different elements, and combine them so that people can feel that there's a everyone culture somehow.